Well, we weren't joking when we said a quick break. We are indeed straight into the action here, starting firmly on time. Good to see, as sometimes, you know, this region can be a little slow, to be honest. But we are indeed into things on Nuke. And it will be Newhappy starting off on that CT side. Couple sets of Julies. Flash for 2x. On the opposite side of things, we've got full utility bought up, and I think a P250, and then the nade bought up by Mosier to kind of fake out the drop towards the vent. 2-2 in from behind, finds himself a double, perfect timing, and a fantastic opener. Mosier goes down towards ramp. It is not looking good. However, they have managed to creep down and get that bomb plant in. Advent will get some cash for the side of Rare Atom, but that's about all he's going to be able to get.
A guy we highlighted coming towards this game, right, that are 2-2, right, comes in for a double in from behind. I mean, you're already starting to see now how Newhappy are very happy with how things are starting off. I think Rare Atom, they got the silver lining of a bomb plant, but do they go for the buy? They do. Okay, so going in for a force buy second round is a bit of a risk at times, because if Newhappy do find some form off the back of a flawless round, we can see them run away with an early start to the CT side. But all things considered, I don't think they'll be too miffed for this sort of investment. You got what? An AK, few Galeals, and a scout in the hands of Kaze, and Kaze is pretty damn fearsome with it. But a much slower tempo being say here. Rare Atom, they went very quick in towards that previous round, and it cost them. This time it's JamYoung to kickstart things, and they've got outside control. They're looking like they want to split towards B.
Could be big here. Could be really big. Oh, it is a boosted up player in the form of 2x. He's only able to get one. Spine coming in. Maybe needs a bit more than that, and he's going to get it. The reposition is absolutely massive. JamYoung, straight for one, doesn't know that 2-2 is here. And that will be the end of his road, so a little dicey. There was only a few points of HP in it there, but Newhappy will indeed string a couple together, fend off the force buy, and should get an easy third here.
Yeah, that's it. So, 2-0 start. Very, very good for Newhappy. They're feeling very happy with how things have kickstarted. Rare Atom for themselves, it is just that minimal buy. JamYoung and a Deagle. That's basically all they've got to work with. No armor, no util. Bilge, nothing. Nada. So, like you mentioned, this should be a bit of a freebie. JamYoung, that one upgraded pistol, put to bed immediately. Now the MP9 just wants cash it up. Wants to see if he can get anything more. Jumping down vent. That's the bomb gone down too. And they're going to follow, they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough, right? You've got run-of-the-mill with weapons like this. However, Kaze is getting that bomb down, as you can see. So, again, Rare Atom, excuse me, will be pretty happy with that. Mosier finds a frag on the top side. And another one. Okay. So, some damage done in a bomb plant. It's certainly a nice prospect moving into your rifle round here. Keeping that pressure on. Newhappy, yes, they're up to 3, but you can kind of see money is dwindling for a couple of players, and Rare Atom, they're rich as hell moving into this one, so I think they'll be very, very confident. There's not going to be a lack of anything, not going to be a lack of utility. Really, really solid buy on the way, and they actually get the AWP out, which is somewhat a rarity into the first rifle rounds.
Right now, and 3-0 Rare Atom, they need a very solid response. The AWP in play. Kaze, we need to see him get online. Of course, we've already had a couple of individuals. Mosier, JamYoung had a couple of kills here and there, but we need to see this side find that kind of aggressive form that has made them such a staple within the region. Newhappy right now, they don't really look too phased or bothered by anything. Very confident in terms of their play so far. MP9 for 2x. Rest of the buy is super solid. Tiger, we said he's a very flashy AWPer. Very different in the style of AWPing as well to Kaze. Kaze is very methodical. You know, a bit of a turret. Kind of that device style AWPing where you've got Tiger, a little bit more of that simple-esque AWPing, let's call it. Battle of the mindsets here. But a much slower tempo once again by Rare Atom compared to their pistol rounds. So they're poking and prodding down towards B.
Nothing quite showing just yet. They will gain some space towards this B-bomb site. I think there is presence down there ready for them to present. At least towards that ramp area. So we'll see. Will that bomb join them down below, or are they going to stick towards the A side of things? I think a rushed attempt here down the vent will cost them a player. Nice flick from Tiger. And that kind of gives the game away as well. You know, now they know what they're going for. The rotations will start to come in. They will get the bomb plant here. 2-2 on that AUG. First one to chime in on the retake. Lihang is a little overzealous there with his rush-in. Maybe just hoping to find a frag in all the chaos. Not going to happen for him. Mercury caught out in the open. Kaze is alone. Easy defuse here. They will commit to it once that smoke goes down, and Kaze really doesn't have an option but to give it up. So Newhappy moving up to 4 here. Rare Atom can't figure them out.
Big save. Has to come through. He cannot afford to lose that AWP. But another round going the way of Newhappy. This is a super solid CT side being set up so far. This is already giving me slight flashbacks to what we saw in Inferno against the Mongols. Just dominance one side of the fair. Very little from the favorites. We could potentially see this Newhappy side cause yet another upset. Either way, he's gonna come through. Spy say is just gonna fully nade his own teammate. Tiger takes 40 points of damage, 41 points of damage off the back of Spy's nade. You hate to see it, but it's okay. Spy makes it up for him as he gets a kill on towards Mercury, spamming through the smoke. Not exactly the dream start, but at the very least, a comedic one.
Yeah, always good. A little bit of fun stuff, I suppose, to kick us off. Maybe not if you're Rare Atom. Gaining some space outside here, 2-2. With that AUG has been an absolute menace so far. 7-0, not going down yet. So we'll see whether that trend continues for him. He's half-spotting Mosier, just creeps around the bullets there of Lihang and in front of the Molotov as well. Lihang got to be careful here. Kaze's watching him. Oh my goodness. What a shot. What a shot. 2-2 will go down. But Spine's here to find some trades. 4 versus 2. Mosier still in towards the door. Smoke goes down. Spots one. Spots the second as well. He's made the round doable. For a split second. 2x in behind. There are players everywhere right now. It is a real mess. That bomb needs retrieving for JamYoung. Great sense of timing by Spine. Can't find the frag. He's kept JamYoung at bay, and with only 20 seconds, it's a real difficult way back in, but he finds the double. Oh my god, this round is just so all over the place. There are mad kills out of nowhere. That was a 4 versus 2, and 2 players are able to find doubles to get Rare Atom the round.
That's a freebie that they've thrown away. Newhappy have got to be taking a 5th there, and they will be kicking themselves. They've let that one slip. As you mentioned, a 4 versus 2. They should always be converted. But a miracle man of JamYoung stepping up. That double at the end as well on the 1 versus 2 is just supreme. Prime JamYoung there. But again, trying to make sure this isn't a flash in the pan type moment. Spine is full blind. He's trying to fall back towards side, but he won't be able to make it there in time. 2-2. What is that? That's ballsy through the smoke, but he only gets himself 1. 2x from on high. Once again, a double from him. The quick trades back to a level playing field of a 2 versus 2 before Kaze steps up. His first kill so far this game. Even in a 1 versus Tiger, but he spotted out and Advent stepped up. The IGL leader from the front. It's a chaotic round in which Rare Atom converts in their favor. And now they are rolling.
Yeah, it really seems like this T-side are enjoying the chaos, to be honest with you. They had a bit of a mad one in the previous. That's a lot faster, but it's got a similar kind of energy to it. So, yeah, it certainly does seem that they want to play aggressive. They want to play fast, pack-based Counter-Strike, and it really is working for them there in the initial stages at the very least. They've broken the bank, so the gap going to close. Newhappy looking good in the early stages, but Rare Atom proving why. You know, this is their map pick and probably their favorite map in the pool at the moment. JamYoung looking so on it right now. It is indeed only against the USP, but the speed and the accuracy of his flicks certainly out of the question right now. Mac 10s making mincemeat out of the rest of the squad. Just 2-2 on that Deagle. I'd be surprised if he finds a head. He's got somewhat of an off angle. Waiting for the right timing to come around, but... Oh, there you go. Player comes his way. Oh, he maybe fluffs it up a little. Mosier keeps his composure to take him down.
So, for the most part, a simplistic round. Flawless, in fact, as well, for Rare Atoms. So they're more than happy with how that one panned out. And, of course, that now means they're only one behind out of Newhappy. And as T-sides go, that's really not too bad of a start. Opening 7 rounds of 3 of them is, on paper, pretty damn good. Look at this as well, and you've heard it a million times for those who are new here. I usually like to say golden number of 6. Rare Atom not doing too bad of an effort so far. It took a while to get going, but they've warmed up and they're looking for more. Towards our side, one spot of a 2-2. I love the aggression. And he will find him a kill somehow to a random flick, and Tiger will step off one of his own.
Just about. We'll see here. Can they come back with 3 players on that Rare Atom side of things? Wanting to even it up, wanting to threaten the lead, but this round looks like it's going to be difficult. And they are just backed off, playing safe, playing passive. Unsure of where to go. About a minute left. Yeah, this is really not good, I would say, from Rare Atom. They look like they're out of ideas.
Yeah, it kind of looks like mid-rounding. They're very much on edge here, relying on individuals to do something. It's not good enough, running out of ammo in the open for Advent as well. Kaze, alone, who just saved. The question, of course, being canny, really, is the big one. Tiger towards our side, range nearly falling. Oh, quick. Looking for more as well, but from a bomb, he could find a no-scope, Kaze. Oh my god. A little bit of a highlight reel there for the 2 kills. But of course, in the grand scheme, it would not make a difference. The round going back in favour of the CT side. And I think you're spot on, right? I just think in the latter stages of that round, they looked just, well, lost all over the shop. And now, of course, it's left them in a position being 2 rounds behind. Of course, back in towards that bye, but need to make sure that they don't let that little period of 3 rounds be all that they get. They need to continue finding form in this T side. This is meant to be a very strong map for Rare Atom. They've got to prove it now. Big Nate going to come through. Could do a lot of damage. In fact, it only will just tag on towards Mosaic, but one up close. And it'll be cleared. Lihang, no idea. No clue. And I've been finding one of his own.
Speed, once again, seems to be the most effective way for Rare Atom to find rounds, to be honest. That certainly seems to be what they like to go for as well. So, you know, the 2 things matching up quite well. And perhaps we'll see it more and more from them. Fast outside, perhaps, on the cards. But, yeah, it's difficult to tell at this stage. 5 on 3. Newhappy moving for the save. Going to give the round across. So, still retaining their lead, but it is becoming harder and harder at this point.
Yeah, has to be done. So, there we go. That 4th put back up, just as we were saying as well. We're having to make sure that not these are kind of flash in the pan moments of success. It needs to be consistent. Well, there it is, that consistency back in their favour. 2x will find Kaze on the way out, but it isn't going to make a difference overall. Should be able to reinvest back into an AWP. If he picks one up, it'd be no head armor, but Advent can drop one, so not the end of the world. He is just going to opt for the AK, in fact, though. No AWPs we played here. I guess with the supporting buy around Newhappy's AWP in hands of Tiger being that kind of middling, that actually leaves him pretty vulnerable. Kaze could get a bit of a freebie. Bomb left in the spawn. We've all been there in matchmaking. I then have to run back and collect it. Number 10. Rare Atom a good opportunity to tie this game back up.
Outside execute coming in. This is what we were expecting, you know. Rare Atom taking it fast, but still switching it up. 2x. Oh, man. Maybe should have had that one. The trade isn't there, despite the AWP following behind him. Made their way down below on the Rare Atom side of things. Spine up close with the MP9. Gets timed on, though, unfortunately. However, Mercury dies in his own Molotov. Tiger good for 1, but can't get away. Still a man advantage. It's still Lee hanging 2-2 in the action here. Quick trade from JamYoung is absolutely what they needed. Leaving it all on to 2-2. Oh, he could have found the healthy player, it maybe would have been doable. Bomb's going to get out of there, going to move towards the A site. Much, much harder, I think, to make this work now for 2-2. They know where he's going to be coming from, and they obviously have plenty of time to move into their post plans.
So, all goes a little bit quiet now for 2-2. He's trying to figure out a 1 versus 2. But JamYoung up close. Just so crisp. Second kill of the round for him. And it's a great round overall for Atom. All tied square, but most importantly, had a massive knock-on effect towards that Newhappy economy. We might even see a pause coming in either this round or the next buy coming through. Just to kind of have a conversation. I feel like Newhappy have lost control of this game. And of course, in doing so, it's left them in quite the vulnerable position. Mac 10 is all Advent's going to wield, even though he has 7.6k. Who knows why? I guess he feels comfortable with the Mac 10. I guess he also could farm a lot of cash here as well. It's just pistols, could overwhelm them. That's what he's looking to do. Jumping out. We'll find one. And a second. I'm not going to question him. Advent knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he does. And they will find themselves in an incredibly clean round. Only a few points of damage taken by Mercury. So lead going to be gained by Rare Atom. Really, really happy for this position that they find themselves in. I think they will be... looking to really extend where they're at over the next few rounds and take this one to the bank. As you say, the 6 rounds, kind of the golden moment, but I don't think it's necessarily getting away from them at a scoreline like this. I would imagine that they want more than just this. And at the same time, you're looking for Newhappy to battle back and keep a hold of their CT side. Messy entry in towards the A-bomb site. 2 quick kills do come back through, though, and the trades are there. The bomb's been dropped. Oh, JamYoung looking to hold them. Finds one. Nearly gets the second. He has a chance at it. 2x. Up against Mosier. Flash comes around. Mosier with the fake out. Able to drop him. And that is a massive, massive round. Rare Atom can really start threatening a scary half now. Yeah,
Mosier is a super smart player as well, and that's going to be a prime example of it. Understands everything, got all the information gathered by JamYoung, just knows exactly how to play that. Could have stuck it, guaranteed a bomb plant, but he knows he can guarantee the round on top of it too. All played, very solidly done. Here's that 2-round buffer. Who's in favor of likes of Rare Atom. Now they can feel a lot of confidence start to flow through those veins. They've done enough for me already on the T side, but anything more they find is a massive silver lining. Guaranteeing a lead at the half, that alone would be pretty damn respectable. Pistols, all the Newhappy have got apart from 1 MP9 on the hands of Lehang. It's going to be tough to make that one swing, though, against these full AKs. Especially with the confidence of Rare Atom have had so far. They have been crisp. A Mercury, a prime example of it.
Nice finds continue to come in. 3 pistols remain on the side of Newhappy. Now just 2. Making it look easy, making it look good here, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Move up to 8, win out the half. And like I say, start to look towards double digits, to be honest with you. 2-2 is alone, finds the head of 1, but taken down momentarily. So, moving up to a pretty advanced position now on the Rare Atom side. Can they get any further than this is our big question.
Yeah, that's it. 3-round breathing room built up. I think it's safe to say Rare Atom, their love and life in the server. It was slow to get started, and actually it was looking, like we were saying, kind of flashbacks towards that game against the Mongols, where it was very one-sided. But this one now, Newhappy, the underdogs, and kind of playing like one right now, struggling to get that control that has been so common in towards yesterday's best of 3. Now they're going to aggro here, Rare Atom. Step up the tempo a little bit, but 2-2. It again! And that's quick reactions from JamYoung. Spawn will get one of his own in towards backside, and he's still alive as well. Up close to Pershore. JamYoung answers one. Stays alive as well. And the last player, that a Tiger, is smoked on a main, and re-smoked, in fact, to make his life even worse.
Beautiful stuff so far. I mean, it's exactly what we've been seeing from them. The speed being employed. Kaze will find the final frag. Bring it down to a 9th. But yeah, this has been an incredibly quick half, you have to say. Only been in the game about 20 minutes or so. So really, really surprising to see how fast it's been. But Rare Atom, that seems to be what they're going for. Brute forcing, using the individuals And you can see it's working. Everybody that you would expect here, Mosier and JamYoung towards that top end. Advent as well is maybe a bit rarer, but they have 3 really strong individuals that are just kind of taking over the game right now.
That's it. He's spot on. I mean, of course, it's kind of those individuals that we've spoken about pretty consistently. We have actually seen a couple of the guys that are usually pretty notorious over towards Rare Atom who have been quiet. Mercury and Kaze. I mean, Mercury is, as our good mate Alan Hender would say, he is one of the best riflers in the world. Alan's a big fan of Mercury. Mechanically, super gifted, right? And you got to agree with him. Kaze as well, legend of the scene. And usually very, very notable in terms of the kill feed with the AWP or whatever he's got in his hands. But both those two, 7 and 10, a little bit on the quiet side. Advent, more kills than we usually see from him. It's good to see as well. The IGL taking some leading from the front kind of tips here. Isaiah, big swing, finds one, looking for 2. Trade it out. Mercury will find one towards 2-2. So the numbers still stay in favor of Rare Atom.
For now. There may well be an opportunity to trade a couple of back, but it seems to be getting away from them at this stage. 4-on-2. Got the B control. They got the knowledge. Molotov goes down. That'll keep Lee Hang at bay for a little while longer. So not looking too good here on that Newhappy side of things. 2x outside. Has managed to get a kill, but it costs him half his HP. Gives his position away. You know, it's difficult. Is it a worthwhile frag? Perhaps not. They're going to try and move in together, but there are 2 smokes down, keeping them out of the sight right now. Really winding the clock down. There is a kit available for Lee Hang, but as soon as they peek in, they're going to be, you know, double, maybe even triple peeking into these situations. Advent back at the silo. You maybe expect him to have found a frag by now. They're both incredibly low. Missed shot by Kaze. Gap is closing here. There's just not a lot of time to get it done. Advent and Kaze will keep it cool. Finding 10 for Rare Atom on the T side of their own map pick. Surely it's got to be enough. We'll find out in the second half. Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. We are here for the second half. Very quick halftime break. I think it's usually meant to be about 3 minutes. That felt a little shorter, if I do say so myself. So the players are eager to get into the game, it seems. And, well, rightfully so. Newhappy hoping to recover that first half. It's not a travesty, but only picking up 5 rounds on the CT side of Nuke is, well, not the recommended dose. And I think Rare Atom will look to run away with things here, especially if they can pick up the pistol.
Spot on. I think it definitely has been less than adequate. It's probably the way to put it. Spine will have heard that drop down in towards Vent. Second, in fact. Bomb does go down. Spine sticking around towards that top site as well to catch rotations. Did a good job of it as well. The post spawn 3 versus 3 now. It's scrappy, but Lee Hang with a double. Looking for that third. Leaves Mercury alone. He needs a miracle. He's looking for a quad clutch. In fact, tap on towards the bomb. But Spine lurking in towards back sight. Newhappy kickstart their campaign on T side with another pistol. And I just to mention as well, Scriv, from what we've seen, obviously, the start of this map here and yesterday's series, Newhappy, super clean pistols. They're so consistent on these pistol rounds, which I think for them is a massive kind of buffer.
Yeah, that's very, very true. It does kind of go to show, though, if you're winning both pistols on a map, you really do need to probably be looking at making it, at the very least, very, very competitive, if not winning the map. So there is that kind of pressure now on them to deliver off the back of this once they have fended off the force buy. Which certainly on Nuke is an easier said than done type statement. So keep it together, keep things flowing here. Mosey spotted, trying to be cheeky on the edge of those smokes. So the first kill comes in for Newhappy, and the B-bomb site now under threat.
Yep, now, definitely a couple of question marks to be had. Lee Hang. This guy's crisp. Down to I think they're in trouble. Well, obviously, we know about this. Just one lurking around there in the open. The Galil does a lot of damage towards JamYoung, but a nade to meet him onto the stairs won't be pretty. Advent, nice consolation. I think it's... Well, I was going to say, it probably should be all they find. The bomb is dropped, and it's 2 versus 3. Low HP for the remaining 2 pistols, but even still, they're making something of this.
Just about, anyway. We'll see Mercury and JamYoung try and get aggressive. Not going to work for them, as they will indeed go down. So, Newhappy surviving. Finding 7, closing the gap. Should be able to get an 8th unless anything crazy happens. So, we're feeling pretty confident for Newhappy at the moment. And then that first rifle round, man, is going to be the difference, I think, between an even scoreline and Rare Atom springboarding themselves into the victory.
Let's see. Newhappy. They, of course, plenty of cash to work with. Tiger option for the Mac 10 might give him money to buy an AWP at some point. Right now, of course, second part of a double eco for Rare Atom. Just being put by the wayside extremely quickly, I have to be said. This is one of those rounds we don't really need to discuss too much about what's happening within it. Just a couple of P250 to left for Rare Atom. Once again, though, another slow start to the half by Rare Atom, but we know when it comes towards full buys, as we saw and towards that first half, they are just an absolutely different beast. And generally, this is an extremely strong map for the Rare Atom side. I mean, this has been their pocket pick for at least the last 3 seasons now. I mean, me and you together, we've covered, what, 2 seasons? And I did a little bit before that as well. And every single time they get given the opportunity, Rare Atom will go towards a nuke. Well, it's good to see for Rare Atom. They've got their kind of fleshed out map board. They're a side who like to flex 7 maps. I don't think it's always strong from them. They have a few maps which are definitely a little bit of a weakness. I think the Vertigo, they're very susceptible to losses there. I think even when you look towards a couple of the kind of variations, I think at times Anubis hasn't been that clean. We saw in the Challenger Melbourne quals, they were a little bit shaky when they lost in the open quals, in fact, to Eruption, and it was on Anubis. So you see these losses kind of start to crop up on a few maps, which they like to flex that pool, but I don't think it's always the strongest thing from them. Nuke, always been good. The one consolation from Hosea, not amounting to anything more. No pickup for him. He's dropped on the trade. There's Newhappy within 2, reaching distance now.
Feeling pretty confident here. We'll see. This is where it comes down to the first gun round that they have to play off against each other. Newhappy looking to fully close that gap and just kind of forget about the woes of their CT half. Neutralize the game, as it were. Mercury looking to get aggressive. I think all that's going to be heard. Does have to be careful in that front vent area. 2-2 meanwhile going to go running out on towards A. Finds himself a double entry, as you do. Molotov comes down from JamYoung to deal with him, and JamYoung gets aggressive, gets ahead of the enemy Molotov to regain the man advantage. AWP down below, ready for the attack. Drops the bomb. and looking to end the round here and now. It's all onto Lihang against 3, and I don't think this one's looking too good for him. Door still open. Mosier takes him out before the bomb plant even comes through. Perfect round from Rare Atom. They will hold their lead, and they will, of course, teach Newhappy who's boss.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, kind of reaffirming the idea we were talking about. When it comes towards 4-buys, they are a different beast. They're not susceptible to a lot of these prone, rookie errors and mistakes that are crept into the pistols and the 4-buys, the ecos, here, there, and everywhere. When it comes towards 4-buys, man, Rare Atom, super scary side. T or CT, does not matter. When he told us I'm going to try and get some outside control. Actually, he's going to play out towards Garage. Wasn't sure whether he was going to make that push in towards Yard. Offers against it. Newhappy for them. Of course, we chalk up round 19 as essentially a bonus buy. So this is where it matters most. First full buy we've seen both ways. Lihang has been spotted out in towards Heart. Lockhead's not taking damage there as well. Util dropped. Double stack here. Mercury can avert his attention over towards Heart if Advent falls. So it's a good setup.
Waiting for these outside smokes to go down. Going for a late outside approach, it would seem, as we're already a minute in. So Newhappy just kind of winding the clock down. We saw this quite a lot from them yesterday on both Anubis and Inferno. They really just enjoyed sitting around for about a minute and then going for a late round execute. Don't tempt fate, I guess. It is, of course, a fake outside. Hoping that they can catch Kaze a little sleepy, but he's going to come away with one frag and make his way out of there. Mosier catches 2-2 getting cheeky. So looking very, very good for Rare Atom here. 5 versus 3 once again.
Yeah, gotta say, Kaze is actually very lucky to stay alive there. They're smoking and properly plumed as the swing of Lihang was coming through. Fortunately, just dodges away in time. So 20 seconds left on the clock. They're doubling back towards A. This is desperation now. This isn't a plan. This isn't a mid-round call. They're just desperately trying to find some space towards the side. And it's not looking good. Advents will go 1 for 1. Hang on a second. 2 versus 1. The bomb will go down, I think. Swinging his way in. Mercury makes sure nothing else comes off it. But my God, Newhappy made something of that when realistically he shouldn't. It was a 5 versus 2 at one point. Turned back into a 2 versus 2. The defuse comes through. And that is 12 collected. And that, of course, means once again, Rare Atom kind of reaffirming our ideas. When it comes towards 4-buys, there's only one competitor. The top dogs in the server right now. 4-round buffer. Newhappy back into a slightly less than adequate buy with just those pistols. Bit of util, bit of armor, but a half buy all things considered. Well, aside from Lihang and 2x, Lihang's out to 450. So they've only got 2.4k loss bonus. He's not going to have a buy properly until the next round. He's going to be in a half buy again. So it's not even an eco. It's actually a little bit more of an over-investment, especially from himself and 2x. I'm not actually too sure I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, heads maybe not massively in the game there, bro. I think perhaps an oversight from them, and now we expect this buy to kind of do something, but it looks like it isn't. They've just run straight into all the weaponry, all the grind here of that CTN. Lihang with his 450. Can he get a kill for his investment? No, he can't. Down he will go. 13 for Rare Atom. Looking pretty damn good here. And yeah, like you say, 2,800 for Lihang. There's a couple more in there as well. You know what I mean? Like, it really is a weird kind of investment, an oversight from Newhappy to not fully calculate their money. And now they're having to do the same thing again. So Rare Atom kind of getting 3 rounds on the trot here.
The decision is super weird. I don't understand why Lihang and 2x are for such an investment. Lihang was up on, what, 950, I think? Lihang on 450. I mean, that is an over-investment in every way. You stick around that 2k mark. With a 2.4k loss bonus as well, you can maybe dip towards 1.5k. Anything less, though, it makes no sense. He bought so much util, full head armor, and a Tech 9 to have absolutely 0 impact in the round. It's an extremely questionable buy. Like you said, right? Once again, another one of these half buys, which is so easy for the likes of Rare Atom. They're not losing to these. JamYoung 3 kills for him. Nice and easy. The all posted. And cars they can trade out. No bother. 14-8. And honestly, I feel like now these nails in the coffin are starting to be banged in because of very questionable mistakes. These are mistakes you wouldn't see the likes of a Rare Atom or a Limvision or even the Mongols make when it comes towards the investment. They don't make these sort of errors I think there was miscommunications within the server, and that kind of 15-20 seconds they had to work with prior to the game, the round getting, over and started, was maybe a little bit chaotic. Bye for them. For Newhappy, this is probably, or could be, their final full buy.
Nice little nade onto Newhappy. Tiger will eat that one. Contacting outside. Is there anybody getting aggressive is kind of the question that they're asking. Rare Atom don't really have a need to, We generally see aggression come from the CT side when they feel, not necessarily desperate, but feel like they have to do something different to pick up a round. At the moment, Rare Atom can just rely on their setups, rely on their individuals, and that seems to be enough. Close up outside execute here. So might not expect them as fast on the Rare Atom side is all I'm thinking. It seems like they are savvy to the fact that there might be a drop down coming in here. So smoke goes in. Lee Hang gonna try and be cheeky through his own smoke as it starts to dissipate. There's nobody playing aggressive, man. Mosier with the passive angle at the back end of the warehouse. So hard to work with. Mercury looking for a good timing here. Gets one. Has to be careful not to lose his life, though. Tiger is going to try and look for this trade, and he will indeed find it. The only one to have found any frags for his boys so far. Still, keeping things even is Advent. 30 seconds, a bomb recovery required, and a bomb site to choose, I guess, for Newhappy. They really don't have a lot of time here. Yeah, this is problematic. Advent's going to hear all this. Kaze spots a guy down below, gets the scope onto him as well. That was so fast. And Advent should be able to end the round here. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter if he dies. There's no time to plan. Kaze just has to live. So, kind of an anticlimactic finish. Kaze might even find him after time. Robbed, but all the same, another round for Rare Atom.
That's a lovely kill from Kaze. That kill from Kaze cements the round in their favor. And actually, I think cements the game too. No bomb plan as well. Yes, they got loss bonus, but the only one who can actually fully invest with full armor and Yuto is Tutu. So, yeah, tough to see, of course. 2x staying alive off the timing. No funds for him, no ability to drop over. Lee Hang is going to go towards the Khalil, I'm assuming, as well. Actually got the AK half armor. So it makes those M4s even more dangerous now, right? Especially when you're in the hands of the crispy Rare Atom, who are so good at these headshots. Makaze, overextension, I'll cost him. Here's the opening kill. They got space, but Mercury's waiting, lurking, and finding, of course, with ease. Nice kill for him on towards 2x. Advent taking damage, but he managed to fall away alive. Not for long.
Yeah, Tiger will indeed continue to be the only one to find any frags for his squad. Key kill for JamYoung. Traded out. It is one of those textbook chaotic rounds that we've seen from this game so far. Who's to come out on top this time? It was Rare Atom quite a lot in that first half on the T side. Seemed to thrive in the madness.
You could see as well, right? JamYoung kept, averting attention back over towards outside because Newhappy have sown the seeds that round after round, regardless of what's happening, they like to go and test towards outside. This time, no presence there. And they're kind of waiting and expecting it. Not giving anything. Mosea's towards top side. Mercury down towards B. It looks like they might wrap in towards Heaven. Judging by that rotation coming through. I'm really questioning. Actually, no, they're going towards our side. No, towards main, in fact. Okay. So Mosea isn't towards Heaven. 25 seconds left to work with. It's now or never.
Are they going to anticipate him up top? 10 seconds. I mean, they're going to have to just kind of commit to the plant here. Mosier creeps out, finds one, set up onto the second, going to get it done. And that will be the game. Easy does it, Rare Atom with a nigh on flawless CT side coming in. Yes, they will lose out the pistol and the conversions, but once that happens, once the rifles come out, they didn't lose a round. So absolutely stellar stuff once again from Rare Atom. Looking like they are really here to play today. Obviously, time's going to tell moving into our second map, but I do feel that they'll be...